Here's Watson from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. It got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap from McCarron. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Catch there by Kenny Stills. And he joined Houston last season and showed once again, as he has shown throughout his career, he can be a very reliable, good complementary receiver.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air yet again, Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call the... This play significant.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Watson again. This is Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Kaepernick now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
On the carry, Thompson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
On the carry.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Complete to Josh Oliver. A gain of 9 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
For Josh Oliver. Incomplete.
They run it here with Thompson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Thompson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
18-yard line. A 3-yard
from the gun on third down. Kaepernick. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Thompson. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go with Thompson again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
now Kaepernick. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The first down.
If they had designs of kind of... On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Jaguars.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
For Houston.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jaguars.
Kaepernick now to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Passer defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first down, it's Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now for Thompson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They toss it to Thompson. He won't go down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good for the Jaguars.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
The 20-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Thompson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Thompson.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll turn to Thompson, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. at their own 29-yard.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Throwing deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Galladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A pass there complete to Westbrook. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad book.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Thompson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To Thompson on the draw. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right now.
Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 2.
Third down and 12.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
11-yard line.
DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give them
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone,
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Can this defense hold him out? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Amendola. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
It's funny, partner. You often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure You keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Stafford throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Johnson.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense with pressure, and the defense. Wins, getting a big sack.
2nd down and goal. Stafford, and the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So once again, they got up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
10-yard gain on the play. It's 4th down and goal.
And here now is the Jaguars' all-time leading scorer in another uniform. He had over 1,000 points with the Jags, Josh Scobie. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing 4th down.
14.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it, not quite the ending they were looking for.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run with Thompson. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. They give it here to Thompson, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chris Thompson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
17. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Running from the gun, Johnson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to go deep for Conley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, the left side completion to Jones.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Jaguars 20.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run. It's Johnson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Carry on Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Kaepernick.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Kaepernick. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the carry, Thompson. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st down, Thompson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jamie Collins. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The stop
well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
DeAndre Swift.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him. forcing a third down.
Stafford on third down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback? Or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019. 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
The 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
So we've reached halftime in a while. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I'm going to have to change up the strategy.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A
We can
gorgeous
get Allen
day,
through this.
one-score game.
Blitz,
First and
isn't
10
it?
here.
Blitz, we got this.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Leon Jacobs.
Just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a tip carry for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Stafford throwing right, and that's complete.
Stafford's pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now on the heels of that run by...
Zach, is my phone there? Can't, don't be a... No, I just don't want you to ruin my career. Huh? Yeah, could you grab us 2? Cheers.
Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Johnson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford over the middle. It's Amendola.
And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Detroit.
Here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Fuck.
Marvin Jones. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant.
You ever heard Baby Metal before?
Timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up.
Yo, guys, give us a second. Can I pause this and keep? No, I don't think I can. Fuck. At the end of this game, I'll show you. Ryan. At the end, at the end of this game, I'll show you. Dude, they're so good. The 3 Japanese girls.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's got daylight past the 20.
No!
Finally be wrestled down at the Lions 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee.
And he will get this into the end zone for the Jaguar touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples.
No.
And they're going to get him. He sags back at the 10. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after their last completion gets them 6. Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joe Schobert, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Westbrook now on the return. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
Hey, we got this. We're going to push this through. Come on. Push it through. Push it all the way through. All the way.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's good.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And Eifert has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Again with the injuries. Again, the fucking injuries. Fucking Zach's fault.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
27. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo
Shut
now
up,
after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question his confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, How do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it down to the 47
King
here.
Josefsson letter.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches it.
Bottom
I think this comes
into
under
the
the heading
ocean
of
floor.
until they stop
Right
him,
or left
why
there.
not go back to him? He has something
And
going
pass
really well.
and
Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, you got no, Max.
Now a first down throw.
What?
Oh, Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Lions, first down.
Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Second and 3.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Detroit.
On first and 10, Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Fuck you.
To number 9.
Kenny Galladay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. Third down here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff.
Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing is Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as they have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
27-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
They go with Thompson again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
40-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
34.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
3rd and
from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Forced out under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Fine, that's better for me.
Return to the 6-yard line.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
What I need to do is keep them out of that, out of my area.
2nd and 3.
at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Stafford's pass.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Stafford's pass complete to Danny Amendola.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Come on.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Detroit.
On first down, Stafford.
Got it.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Al Woods able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7.
Oh, they're going to take a shot. Fuck.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
To Thompson on the draw. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good for a Jaguars.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Fuck me.
Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. I tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not.
I'm going to hurt myself.
That'll be a turnover on down. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
To Marvin Jones.
We've got to stop them from scoring.
To defend. Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing.
Yeah.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Johnson
Stay down, bit.
Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight
Fuck.
end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Matthew
Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter with the receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
To kick off for Detroit.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And able to find Conley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The 37.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Oh, he fakes a spike.
Fuck me.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under pressure.
Why?
Again, and down he goes again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points.
They came out first.